Well, happy Monday, my little whippermouthers. My goodness, this ding dang video won't work, so I'm going to try it again. Hopefully, maybe I'll even do a better job this time. Did you see that growth mindset? Yes. Okay, so good news. I think we're going to stay in area and perimeter this week. You did so great last week. So I want to take you into some stuff that's a little more fifth grade. You're ready for it, don't worry. Last week we talked about how to, when you're finding perimeter, that you are measuring around the rim or edge of a shape. So if I have 8 and 3 as my length and width, I can actually double that to find the length all the way around the rim. It might help you to label those opposite sides, which you know are congruent, because it's a rectangle. And then some of you found a shortcut last week where you did double facts, or some of you added 8 plus 3 and then doubled that to make kind of a faster way than just adding side plus side plus side plus side. So feel free to utilize those shortcuts. And then we also talked about sometimes you don't want to go around the edge. You want to cover a whole surface, like when you're painting something, for example, and that is called area. And we learned that the formula for a rectangle would be length times width. So all we need is that one measurement, the length and the width, and we can find it. And we talked about how I'd love for you to do what you'll be doing a lot of in middle school, where you write the formula down, you substitute the numbers in, and then you solve. So you have like a triple A. It's kind of a way to think about it. Now I'm missing something. I'm measuring in square units. So do you remember what we did last week to show that we had square units? Yep, that's right. A little 2 in the air right there to let us know that we're not measuring in a straight line. We're measuring surface, and so we would be measuring in flat squares. And so what we're going to do this week is we're going to take it up a notch, and we're going to give you some shapes that are not regular rectangles. They're what's called a composite figure, where it's basically 2 rectangles together to make a shape. And so one thing you can do is you can kind of use your across the way measurements to help you see this. If this was a regular old rectangle, I would know that across the way it would be 9 centimeters. Well, look here, I've got 4 and I'm trying to find that missing side, and I know that 5 plus 4 gives 9. So that's how I found that missing measure. And this is kind of a weird skill for some people, and some people are automatically, naturally just know how to find that missing angle measure. You'll get better if you're not good at it right away. And so the same thing for this other little missing piece. If the side on the left is 6 centimeters, I can go across the way and I know I've got 3 and a missing side. Well, what plus 3 gives 6? 3. And now that I have all those measurements, I'm able to find the perimeter. Now, what if we wanted to find the area of this weird little shape? One thing that we could do is we could cut this weird shape into 2 rectangular pieces. So I can find the area of that little guy and then find the area of the other bigger rectangle off to the side. And the only thing you have to be careful of is that you're grabbing the right measurements. So on the right, I've got that little guy. He's 4 and 3. 4 times 3 is 12. And then over here, I'm going to use the 6 and the 5. Do you see why I'm not going to use that 9? Because that little rectangle I'm trying to measure does not have a side length of 9 centimeters. And once I get the 2 areas, I can join them together, and that will give me area of a weird figure. So I think that this will be a fun week. We'll do some hands-on projects with perimeter and area as well. And you guys did such a great job that it's just time to play and explore and get better at it. So I think it's going to be a fun week. Bye.